Salute, salute, salute. What's going on, everybody? What up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Zone864 TV. I am Mr. Zone864 himself. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is In the Morning with Zone, right here on Zone864 TV. And make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the comment section. Share this on your social medias if you want to. Share it on your YouTube community sections. Share it to your Facebook or your Twitter, which is now X. But yeah, man. I just thought I'd go live for a few minutes this morning, as I get ready, as I'm preparing for my day. All my days are long. All my days are long. So yeah. So I'm gonna be making my coffee, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making my coffee, right? And as soon as my cup of coffee is done brewing, then I'm gonna end the live stream, because I came here for a good time, not a long time. So if when I step away, obviously I'm not gonna be on camera, but you'll still be able to hear me in the background because I'm brewing my coffee, you know what I'm saying? So I can get a couple sips before I walk out the door. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, do your thing. But it's Monday. It's Monday, man. I hope y'all had a good weekend. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I don't know, like, it's funny because, like, it seemed like weekends go by so fast, man. But what's crazy is ever since I left the corporate plantation, like Monday feels like Sunday. Sunday feels like Monday. Thursday feels like Tuesday. Tuesday feels like Thursday. Because I don't have a set schedule. When I was on the corporate plantation, I had a set schedule. But now that I'm not on the corporate plantation, I haven't been on the corporate plantation in months. I haven't been on the corporate plantation in months. I haven't clocked in months. I haven't got a check. I haven't got a check from a job in months. I haven't paid my rent or my mortgage with a corporate check in months. How many people in your real life, these people that claim that they make six figures a year and all of this kind of nonsense, and they're just the richest person, how many people in real life can you say are paying their bills without an actual job? And listen, a job is not a bad thing. A job is not a bad thing. At some point in time, in particular, I actually might go back to the corporate plantation. But if I do, it's going to be, I'm going to have leverage now. I'm going to have leverage now, meaning that I get to choose exactly what position I want to go in. I'm going to choose exactly what hours I want to work, and I'm going to choose exactly how much I can get paid, or I'm going to negotiate how much I can get paid for my skill set. And you know why I can do that? You know why I can do that? I can do that because I have leverage. I can do that because I actually have a clearance through the government that I got when I was in my 20s that allows me to work in certain type of positions that a normal civilian off the street wouldn't be able to work. I can do this stuff because I have leverage now. So when I say that I'm a hustler, when I say what I say, it is the truth. It's the truth. And the reason why it's the truth, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. I am from the streets of Greenville, South Carolina. Born and raised on the playgrounds where I spend most of my days, right? Now, the reason that I don't sound like I'm from South Carolina, because people are like, oh, you don't have a southern accent. Well, the reason why I don't is because, number one, I'm West Indian, I'm Trinidadian, and I say that because when most West Indians come to the United States, right, where do they go? They either go to Florida or they go to New York, right? So guess where my people are from? My people are from Brooklyn, New York, by way of Trinidad. And so, because I grew up around people that talk a certain way, even though I'm from Greenville, South Carolina, I grew up talking how they talk, because that's where my peoples are from. My peoples are from Trinidad on my father's side, went to Brooklyn, and hence, there you go. So I grew up around a bunch of West Indians from Brooklyn, from Trinidad, who moved to South Carolina, and I talk kind of like my accent is all over the place because I grew up everywhere. Grew up around West Indians from Trinidad by way of Brooklyn. Born and raised in South Carolina. Been living back and forth on the West Coast since '96. So that's why I don't have a strong Southern accent. Because people, when I tell people where I'm from, they're like, oh, you don't got the accent. And they'll be like, nah, you capping. You ain't from the South. I am from the South. I just grew up around people that talk like that got that Brooklyn talk. That got that. And that's part of why, you see, that's part of the makeup. That's part of the makeup of who I am. I'm doing too much talking. I'm doing too much talking and I'm not doing enough coffee making. I need to come back over there so I can see if anybody is in the comment section. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second, man. I need to put this damn coffee here. I need to put this coffee in the coffee pot here. Get your coffee here. Get your coffee here. All aboard. Coffee here. Let me see here. Hey y'all, if anybody's in it, if anybody's in the chat, hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Hit the subscribe button. And I'll be back over there in 1 second. I apologize. I apologize, sir. I apologize, sir. I was making coffee. How you like your coffee, sir? I apologize, sir. How you like your coffee, sir? You like your coffee nice and hot? Would you like some cream in your coffee, sir? What's going on, XL Pro? Every day feels like Monday. Absolutely. What's going on, Brian Turner, BT? What's going on? Salute. Salute, salute. Would you like some coffee, sir? Would you like me to put some creamer in your coffee, sir? I's making it nice and hot for you. um, Let me see here. Brian Turner writes, Cardi B is the type of female who is reserved solely for dudes who are probably not very bright. And that, my good sir, I would definitely agree. I would definitely agree. Cardi B is definitely reserved for the what do they say on these YouTube streets? The Pookies and the Ray Rays. There you go. The Pookies and the Ray Rays. Let me see. Brian Turner also says, I have to look at Offset a little sideways for wifing up abroad like Cardi B, especially knowing not only her sexual history, but her past OG getting dudes. Yeah, absolutely. Cardi, if I'm not mistaken, Cardi B was the one, I think, and I think DeBell actually just did a live, did a premiere about this on his stream, on his channel. And for those of you that don't know about DeBell, please make sure y'all type in DeBell 503 in your search history and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Go check out the big homie's content. He's doing good work over there. Go and subscribe and like on his channel as well. DeBell 503. Just type that in the YouTube search engine and it should come up. But yeah, man, it's weird. It's weird how, a chick can admit to something like that. And it's like what DeBell was saying in his video the other day. If you, as a man, right, are a victim of a woman who has done foul things, like put something in your drink and you drink it, and the next thing you know, you fall asleep, and you've been robbed, or if a woman has done anything to violate you sexually as well, then me personally, I think that you should also report that to the authorities. You see, I'm a civilian. You see, me personally, Zone is a civilian. My street days are done. Now, do I still have some type of connects to the streets? Absolutely. And when I talk about my street days, I'm not talking about, I was out here, moving product. And no, what I'm saying when I talk about my street days, what I'm saying is just hanging out in the street, is associating with people that I know are going to get locked up at a certain point, with being around individuals that I know are doing foul things. And I know that if they ever get caught up in a jam, I know they're going to bring my name up, because I know that they know things about me that they could use to their advantage. So therefore, they would have an incentive to bring my name up. So, I had to I had to get a little bit smart and distance myself from a few people. And even to this day, the funny thing about it is that some of the people that I had to distance myself from, they still try to creep up in my DMs. They still try to reach out to me from time to time. And I don't respond to them, because at this point in my life, like, I'm a grown ass man. I'm 35 and 40 is right around the corner. Like, I'm a family man now. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I'm doing now is grinding and having kids. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing now. I'm done. Like, all I'm doing now is grinding and having kids and working on my music and working on any other endeavors. That's all. Like, for the rest of my life, that's all I'm doing. all of the activism, going to the marching and all of this kind of stuff. Like I've done that. I've done all of that in my 20s. I've done the running from the police. I've done, you know, I've done the, you know, being in front of police shields, standing up for causes. You know, I've been around the tear gas. I've done that work. I did that work in my 20s. I did a lot of that work before I came to YouTube. You see, so a lot of that work y'all are not gonna see because when I was doing that work, it wasn't in my mind to take a phone and record and or go live. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about the cause. I was thinking about making an actual difference. I wasn't thinking about doing it for clout. And I'm not saying that everybody that does that is doing it for clout. But a lot of people that do that, when they trying to fight for justice or injustice or stand on something, they do it for clout. So a lot of that y'all not gonna see because again, I wasn't in the mindset to just show, and I'm not in the mindset to really just show my life like that. And that's one thing that a lot of people got a lot of young people need to understand is that when you come online, right, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you got to be careful what you show. You got to be careful what you put out there because a lot of young people today, they just show everything. They show everything. They don't leave anything to the imagination. They don't leave anything to the imagination. Um, Let me see. Brian Turner also writes, I have to look it off. Oh, okay, wait. I read that. Let's see. He says, a clear sign Cardi isn't bright is the fact that she blatantly contradicts herself. She'll brag about getting dudes raped, but she'll get on that feminist, protect women BS, cognitive dissonance. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. It's like with my daughter's mother, right? And let me explain something. Let me explain something, right? Um, because I know, like, I talk a lot about my daughter's mother and stuff like that. But the reason I do that is because that she is the woman that I have the most life experience in my life. I spent the whole decade with that woman plus some years, right? But notice one thing that I will do is I will talk about my experience in a relatable way. You will never see me come on here and I will never bash my daughter's mother. Why will I never do that? Well, number one, I don't want to end up in some type of legal dispute. That's number one. Hold on. I don't want to end up in some type of legal dispute. That's number one. Number two, I'm pretty sure that my daughter has seen some of my content, some of my videos, right? And I'm trying to lay the foundation for my daughter to be a good wife for the man that she's going to end up with, right? So what I'm doing is I'm trying my best to lead by example. You know, I don't want her to have it in her head that when things are not working out in her own personal relationships or marriage, if you will, if that's the route that she is led down, I don't want it in her head that she needs to go to the internet and talk about whoever she's having problems with. Now, what I will do is I will talk about the issues that I have with my daughter's mother in a relatable way because I think it's important for other men out there, especially men under 30, to have a sense of what might be coming down the road or maybe I might say something that will resonate with them, but in a non-bashing way. Because as men, right, we have to be in a position to not allow our emotions to dictate what we say or what we do, because a lot of times when we do that, that puts us in a bad situation. Then that puts you in a place where you're like Offset, where you get online and you start apologizing to millions of people when in reality you need to be taking care of your business in real life. You see, we don't care about your apology, Offset. We care about your music. We care about when is the next Migos tour. Rest in peace, Offset. That's what we care about. We don't care about you apologizing to your wife. We don't care about you want to spend Christmas with your kids and all this kind of stuff. You know, we don't want to do we don't want to do that. You know, I mean, we that's none of our business. We want to know when the next hot single is coming out. We want to know when the next tour is. We want to know, you know, when the next time you're going live on Twitch with Kyson that, you know, we want to know, we want to know, you know, that's the kind of stuff that we want to know. You feel me? We don't care about you doing all the simpery and, you know, and you know, and it's in an unfortunate situation because you know you married this chick and now you stuck with her for life, or you stuck with her until one of y'all actually gets a divorce, and you know she end up taking half your paper and half your assets, and you know now she turns into a baby mama terrorist, and now you can't even see your kids like that, and now you got to go through the whole family court system. And you see what I'm saying? Like all of this stuff just spirals into a bunch of nonsense, man, because dudes just make quick decisions. Like if y'all go back and y'all see, go back, Google, do your Googles, and go back and watch when Offset proposed to Cardi B on stage. This man proposed to Cardi B on stage because he was enamored with the lights. He wanted the attention. He had a crowd of thousands of people. He was on stage bouncing around like a monkey on one knee. Biggest mistake of his life. And then I don't know why these dudes, whether you're a rapper or whether you're a square, I don't know what the fascination with wiping up these strippers and these OnlyFans chicks. What's your fascination with that shit? You see, because a lot of dudes, they try to hold this masculine frame as if nothing affects them, only for them to come to the internet and you know turn red pill all of a sudden, or claim to be manosphere or black manosphere, or I'm the black pill now, or whatever the new phase is, or whatever the new terms are. You feel me? Let me see. Teach young guys how to be frolic, Dirty Folks says. Fuck you, Dirty Folks. Anyway, um yeah, that was well deserved, nigga. That was well deserved. Had me on the screen looking all crazy in your live stream yesterday. Anyway, man, y'all make sure to go to Dirty Folks channel. Um, I'm on YouTube right now. I'm not on StreamYard. I would drop the link, but I don't know how to do it on regular YouTube. So Dirty Folks, feel free to drop your link if you're still watching, or y'all could just go to just type in Dirty Folks in the search engine on YouTube, and it should take you to Dirty Folks. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button over there. Let's get those subs up. And Cardi B, I mean, Cardi B is no different than these chicks that get out here. They play the game really well. They But the minute that real shit happens, you feel me? The minute that your man is creeping or something doesn't go well, you know what you try to do? You try to run to the internet. You try to sway the court of public opinion. And like Brian Turner said earlier in the stream, you turn into a feminist. You get that feminist mindset, and eventually, and don't let you be, don't let you be a hustler. Don't let you be a hustler, and you got some illegal shit going on in the background, right? And you have a wife, because that's who's going to turn state's witness on your ass. Before any of your associates turn state's witness, your wife is going to be the first one to turn state's witness on your ass. You feel me? So, you know, I don't know what it is with you guys, like Offset and a lot of these other guys, that are enamored with these strippers, these OnlyFans chicks, and you know these chicks that are in the adult entertainment industry. Like, you're setting yourself up for failure. And I don't care what anybody says. Like, I'm not with, you know I'm not a now I will say some shit, because I have a sense of humor, which unfortunately is something that a lot of people lack these days, because it seems like, and I know how, I'm gonna tell you how I know people lack sense of humor, because it's always somebody trying to dox somebody. It's always somebody trying to, put out some information on somebody on these YouTube streets. Like every other week, I'm hearing about somebody trying to, dox somebody or some shit like that, because somebody might have cracked a joke, or somebody might have made fun of them when they're on a panel. They got roasted or something, and now they want to get in their feelings, and they want to become the most uh technical, logically savvy person, and try to get every piece of information on somebody, and try to dox you and try to embarrass you. you know this internet, this YouTube stuff is really not the place for a lot of you people that have these mental health problems, man. Like, I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, when you take time away from the internet, you don't have to say, "Oh, I'm going away for mental reasons," or "I'm going away to regroup." You feel me? Um, and if you do have to announce that, announce it in a way that's like professional, or that makes you sound like an adult. Because I'm sorry, a lot of y'all, you're in your 30s. Like, you should have, now we all gonna go through crazy times. Like, we all gonna go through times where we have some problems. What's going on, DeBeezy 503? Let's get you a wrench, because I got you a wrench on your profile. So we got to get you a wrench for your YouTube channel. But a lot of you are just like unhinged, and you know what I find the funny part about all this shit. The funny part, and I'm about to wrap up because my coffee just got done brewing. Remember, I told y'all I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So my coffee's done brewing. I'm about to wrap it up. I'm about to get a few sips in, and I'm about to go on with my day. But uh yeah, a lot of y'all, you see, what I was born damn near with a goddamn Super Nintendo control in my hand. I was born with a damn Sega Genesis control. I was born with a damn PC joystick, an Atari in my hand, damn near. You see, because I'm a millennial, and my generation, we like the really first major generation of social media. So it's funny to me, like, when I see dudes, come on, and they start talking about, like, oh, I'm gonna blow my head off, and all this kind of stuff. Now I get it. Now I'm gonna be I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Like, ever since I lost my uncle in 2019, the way that I did, I ain't been right since. I go through my moments where like shit, I get sad all of a sudden and I don't know why. And then as I process my thoughts, it leads me back down that road of why I'm feeling what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like we all have tough times. You see, like, but we gotta deal with that offline. Like, stop looking for sympathy for people online because there's no sympathy here. If people really don't rock with you, like for instance, like the guys I got in my chat, XL Pro, Dirty Folks, BT, the Bell. These are all guys, right, that I rock with. So I don't mind talking to them about stuff that I might go through or whatever I want to talk to them about. Like, I don't mind them because I know them enough, because we've conversated for shit a hot minute now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you dudes coming online, man. Like y'all gotta do a better job, man. Especially if you're 30 plus, man. You gotta do a better job in, you know, managing yourself, getting the right kind of sleep, eating the right kind of food. You feel me? Even being around the right kind of people, even being on the right kind of space with in these YouTube spaces. You feel me? Like when I came on to YouTube, which is like 3 years ago now, I started making well, I've been making content forever. I was on Facebook before I came to YouTube, but but since I've been on YouTube these past few years or whatever, you know, it just seems like people get in these cliques and they fall out, and this person's the beta male, this person's the alpha male, and the shit just doesn't make any sense to me because you literally have a TV in your hands. You literally have the world in your hands with these cell phones, with these computers, with these microphones. So to me, it's a waste of time when now some people deserve what they get. Some people deserve what they get. Some people from Baltimore deserve what they get. Some people from Baltimore deserve what they get. Now, you know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Let me see. Dirty Folks says no judgments, no judgment, just solutions. Absolutely. Absolutely. You feel me? And one thing that I want to say as well is when it comes to this, because everything's like, sexually driven, and stop putting your sexual business online on YouTube. Now, when I go live, like when I'm actually set up, you know, in my studio set up, microphone in front of my face, I know how to talk in a way, you know, that is just not explicit. You feel me? But a lot of y'all just be like, oh yeah, I eat ass and I lick it from the back and I, what I mean, and I do and all this kind of stuff, like, and then you wonder why people have all this information about you. Well, it's because you said the shit. You said the shit out your own mouth. You said that you eat the groceries. Ain't she didn't say that. You said that shit. She didn't say that you drove 1,500 miles just to eat the box. You said that shit. So once you put this kind of information out, you see now it's out. You see, if I was to say, me and my wife have threesomes all the time, which I'm not married, by the way. I don't have a wife. But if I was to say that, then people are going to know, oh, well, Zone and his wife have threesomes all the time, right? Well, that would be my fault because, well, I'm the one that's saying it. So just be careful. Like if you're gonna share your bedroom stuff. Actually, you know what? Don't share it at all. Now I can talk about things in a humorous way because I have the intelligence when I'm speaking to make things humorous because I'm not a serious person when I'm doing this content like that. The message is serious, but me as a personality is humorous. You see, and that's one thing that I learned from comedians is that comedians have a way of having an underlying message under a bunch of humorous rhetoric. You see, and that is to me people say it doesn't take a lot of skill to be a comedian, but yes, it actually does. You actually have to have you actually have to know how to speak in a way that's going to captivate the audience's attention and retain their attention for 45 minutes, an hour, maybe even 2 hours at a time, right? You see, I've been on here 30 almost 40 minutes, and I'm not bashing nobody's head in. I'm not talking about uh titties this and coochie that. Well, even though I love titties. Most of you who follow me on social media, you guys know I love titties. Like that's not a like even my chick right now. I'll be like, hey, I love titties, right? I ain't changed, right? I still love titties. The same way I love titties on day one when I met you, I still love titties now on day 120. So that is the one thing. That is the one definitive thing that I will never shy away from is my love of titties, right? Now that's innocent. That's innocent because I mean, who don't love titties, right? But you guys get what I'm saying. You feel me? Salute to Supreme 10. Salute, bro. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. But with this whole Cardi B and Offset situation, man, y'all just fellas, man, you got to stop making these same mistakes, man. You can't be wifing up no chick that used to be in the strip club. I mean, she had a whole reality show, Love and Hip Hop, New York, or one of them shows. Like, come on, man. We seen Cardi. We seen Cardi before. She is a bust down. Like Cardi B is for a good time, not a long time. Cardi B is for a good time, not a long time. You feel me? Like, stop giving in to this like whole wifing up a stripper. And you want to know something funny is that like a lot of these problems that these dudes be having online, it's because of them. They are the ones who cannot control like their temptation for bad shit. Like, for instance, do I think that some strippers are physically appealing? Absolutely. Do I like to go to the strip club sometimes? Absolutely. Do I like to be in environments sometimes where there are women walking around with no clothes on? Absolutely. But you're not gonna catch me putting some ring on some chick's finger that's working in an environment like that. You are just not, because I understand that is a bad investment. You're not gonna see that from Zone. You're not gonna see that from Zone. Do I like to go out to a lounge sometimes and hang out? Absolutely. Do I like to party sometimes? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna, in those environments, you're not gonna see me just trying to get with a chick in that environment. Because 9 times out of 10, if I met her in that environment, I know what she's about. The chick that's about some shit is not really going to be in those type of environments. You're going to find you're going to find chicks that are better suited for you in places like Barnes and Noble. When the last time you niggas even read a book? Because I notice sometimes when a lot of you niggas speak, like y'all be stuttering and stammering and can't enunciate words, and y'all be trying to put big words in it and using it in the wrong context and the wrong meaning. You niggas need to read more books, man. Y'all need to read more books. Reading will help you speak articulately, and it will help you think more intelligently. And on top of that, it will give you information. So that's, y'all need to read more books. That will help you with the problem that you have. But stop wifing up these wrong chicks, man. You feel me? You know, a guy like me, you know, hey, it is what it is. Like I said, you know, I'm at a different stage in life. The only things I'm doing now is grinding, having kids, you know, and doing my thing for the future generations to come. That's what I'm doing with my time here. I'm using myself as a resource, you know what I'm saying, so that I could be a foundation, you know, for the future to come, you know, because we all gonna be up out of here one day. So while you're here, you might as well get the best, make the best of your time, you know, get the best usage of your time, be as productive as possible, you know, because it's gonna come a time, you know, like my grandfather's 99 years old. My grandmother is 93, 92, something like that. It's gonna come a time, gentlemen, where you ain't gonna be able to walk no more. And if you are able to walk, you might not be able to walk long distances. You feel me? It's gonna be a time where you might not be able to do the things that you once were able to do. You feel me? So if you're going to be with a woman, right, long term, whether you're married or in a long term relationship, if you're going to be with a woman long term, please do not choose a woman like Cardi B. That is the worst. That is the worst investment that you could ever make in your life. That is the worst investment. So, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second here. Go ahead and get this coffee ready here. Y'all hit that like button for me. If you have not hit that like button. And I'm actually behind schedule. I'm on here talking to you ninjas. Y'all done put me behind schedule. I was trying to be out the door and get my work done already. Hey, one thing about being an entrepreneur though, which I'm sure a few of you already know, you don't have no set work schedule. You got to work when the money's available. When there's money in the air, you got to go get that money. My work schedule is 24/7. I'll be working days, I'll be working nights. And I can tell you that, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I hate this shit. But you know why I like this shit at the same time? I don't have to clock in and I don't have to clock out. And I don't got nobody telling me that I need to do this, and I don't got nobody telling me that I need to do that. And I can work any day that I want to work. I can work as long as I want to work. But you gotta be disciplined. Because there's gonna be a lot of times where people want you to come hang out. You know what I'm saying? People want you to do this and do that, and you gotta be like, yo, I'm working right now. I gotta get some sleep, or I gotta, you feel me? So if you're gonna be an entrepreneur, you're gonna have to understand that this ain't nothing to play with. This is why a lot of people got regular 9 to 5 jobs. And again, I'm not hating on nobody that got no job, because we all need income. But everybody can't be disciplined enough to, wake up and do what it takes every day to grind to get that paper on their own. They got to be told like a slave to work. You feel me? They gotta be treated like slaves to actually get money. Because if a large majority of people were in the situation that I'm in, they would sleep in every day, they would skip days, they would take days off, they would go to bed late. Which, granted, I go to bed late, but I go to bed late because I was working late, not because I was just partying and bullshit. You feel me? So yeah, I'm just over here making this cup of coffee. I apologize, y'all. I'm gonna be right back over there in 1 second. All right. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. All right, so now that I got my coffee ready, let me see what time it is. It's almost 10 a.m. over here on the West Coast. Well, Mountain Standard Time, because Cali is a whole hour behind us over here in Arizona. Yeah, man. Yo, be careful. Be careful with these chicks, man. Like, know who you're dealing with, man. Know who you dealing with, man. And I'm gonna be honest too. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna be 100% honest, man. Cause I know a lot of people, they don't, how should I say this? Like, the message that I have and the stuff that I preach is not popular. It's not popular. People think, people call me a square and nerdy and all of this kind of shit because of the way I talk about relationships and all that shit. But I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And the reason that I don't care is because of them, a lot of them same niggas that talk that shit, they not gonna get it out the mud how I do. They not gonna do what I do. They not gonna go to the depths of where I'm gonna go. They not gonna stay up and grind. They not gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and grind. They not gonna do what they really need to do to be successful. They not gonna say, okay, I need to make this change in my budget so that I can be more financially stable. They're not gonna make that the sacrifice that they need to make. And that's why they're gonna stay in the position that they're in. But, be careful, man, with these chicks, man. You gotta really be careful, man. And in my personal opinion, I know that it can't be changed, but I think that Offset, I think that he was not a good decision for him to get married to a chick like Cardi B. It just was not. I mean, look at how she was yelling and screaming on social media the other day. Who the fuck does that shit? What's the point in doing that shit? Cardi B, why you not yelling at Offset like that? Offset, why you online telling us that you miss your wife and family? If you truly doing all this mess around, you wasn't thinking about your wife and your family then when you was messing around. So why you making a video? You get what I'm saying? Like, shit is bananas to me, man. Stop going for these chicks, man. Stop going for these Cardi B, Nicki Minaj type chicks, man. Stop going for these sexy red type chicks, man. Cut that out, man. Well, listen, man. Y'all done already took up too much of my time already, but I appreciate each and everybody for stopping by this morning to hang out with Zone in the morning while I make a fresh cup of coffee here and get my day started. I hope all of you have a blessed and prosperous day. I hope all of you have a blessed and prosperous week. And on the way out, if you have not, hit that subscribe button and also hit that like button and hit that share button if it's in your heart. So I appreciate all y'all. Y'all be safe out here. Be careful with these women. Be careful with these women. Be careful with these women. All right? Peace.